In this video, we're going to figure out which time frame suits whom. For some people, 1 minute works best. For others, it's 3 minutes, and for some, it's even 5 minutes. And that's exactly what we'll answer in this video. Which time frame is right for you? A lot of people think this isn't an important factor, but trust me, it's actually a really important thing that helps us in our work. We can determine this time frame using volume, by simply watching price movement, or really, by many different factors. So let's figure it out now. Just so you know, more than 50% of a trade's success depends specifically on timing, when and for how long we open that trade. So let's dive into the world of timing. First, let's answer the question, what is the safest time frame? Since a lot of beginners on our channel keep asking, what time frame should I choose? Which time frame is best for me to trade on? I'll answer right away, 3 minutes per trade. We can even look at the statistics together. Just today, we showed this post. All our currency pairs that show the best stats use time frames from 3 to 5 minutes. I think that's pretty clear right away. So for beginners, the safest trade duration is 3 minutes. And I suggest we take a look right now at an example of a trade with a 3-minute time frame. But before that, I want to remind you that you'll find even more useful information in our Telegram channel. Ready-made strategies, training manuals, and of course, with this information, you'll be able to earn well. I'll leave the link in the description. Be sure to subscribe to our Telegram channel. Now, let's move on to the 3-minute trade. Let's break this down using the US dollar to Japanese yen currency pair as an example. First, I need to set the trade duration to 3 minutes. That's already a safe sign. So, first we set up the platform, and only then do we start acting and analyzing. Accordingly, for a 3-minute trade, we need to adjust the platform a bit. I recommend using 30-second candles, so we can see that here the price seems to be moving up, then down. Overall, the chart is relatively calm. So, on a 3-minute time frame, you can easily make a profit here. Next, I go to the booster bot and activate it. If you don't know how to do this, just follow the link in the description. You'll find the full instructions there. Next, I select the currency pair and set the trade duration to 3 minutes. Now, all I have to do is wait for my signal. I get a sell signal, surprisingly, for 3 minutes. So right from here, I open a 3-minute sell trade for $1,000. Most likely, the bot saw the following situation, that we have this kind of level here. So from this level, we get a bounce, and most likely, the price will now continue to move downward. In other words, it will reverse at this point and go down. As you can see, the bot even showed us that there was a strong upward movement here, and at the end, we had a good impulse. Well, let's wait for this trade to finish. In the meantime, let's talk about who this time frame is suitable for. Look, if you're a beginner, if you're just testing strategies, then 3 minutes is perfect for you, because on the 3-minute chart, the volume doesn't really matter. You can work with large volume, with very small volume, or even with increased volume. Basically, with any kind of volume. What does this actually affect? So, for example, if the price makes an impulse like this, it's not a big deal for us. Of course, if it's a news-driven impulse, that's a different story. But if we see that the chart is actively moving up, we can work with that. If the chart isn't moving up actively, we can still work with it. If the chart is going down and then up, we can also work with that. Basically, 3 minutes is perfect for all beginners. If you're just testing strategies, if you're just starting your training, then this is the right time frame for you. So, you won't encounter any major crisis moments or sudden impulses here. Only news events really. But that's the worst that can happen. So if you're just starting out, I recommend using exactly 3 minutes. It's the safest time frame. And as we can see from the statistics in our Telegram channel, 3 minutes work out the best. That is, most of our trades are open with students, and we open them with a 3-minute expiration. Let's watch this trade. There's a really strong impulse right now, and honestly, my entry point wasn't that great. I should have entered much higher. But even if this trade closes at a loss, it's no big deal. We'll cover it as needed. Well, let's keep watching. We still have a whole minute left. Yeah, unfortunately, this trade closes at a loss. I was literally a couple of seconds short, but I didn't really pick the entry point carefully. And accordingly, if I had entered not right here, but for example, here or here, I had that opportunity, I would have made a good profit. But as we can see from this movement, I was just a bit short. In this case, it comes down to the entry point, and the bot did the right analysis. Let's not get upset after a negative example. This really isn't how I wanted to start my video. Let's talk risky time frames. 1 minute. British pound, US dollar. Here, we have a very impulsive movement. And in order to trade on the 1-minute time frame, we need to set 15-second candles. The trade will be open for 1 minute, 15-second candles. Now let's get a new signal. Hopefully, this one will be much better. I'm choosing the currency pair, British pound, US dollar. I'm double checking everything again. There's a lot of volatility here, so 1 minute is perfect. Now let's talk about who this time frame is for. I get a sell signal and, right from here, from a pretty good entry point, I open my sell trade. Look, if we open this currency pair, we'll see that there are really strong volumes in the market right now. Yeah, we can definitely see that. The volume is just insane. So, with this kind of volume, it's best to trade for 1 to 2 minutes max. Please remember this as well. So, this time frame is suitable for high volatility, for people who already have experience. If you don't have much experience yet, then it's better to use 3 minutes. But keep in mind that you need to use good entry points, not like I did in my last trade. If you don't know how to use them, or which entry points are best, then write to our support team and we'll help you out. Or you can just follow our group. We often post the very best entry points there. Yeah! Right here we can see a really strong impulse move, and the 1 minute time frame, as I mentioned, is suitable for people who already have experience and are ready to trade in a big market. Situations like this, where the price is just standing still, are not suitable for us. We forget about 1 minute trades in these cases. And when the movement is very weak, like when we're barely moving down, we also forget about the 1 minute time frame. Here, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and even 10 minutes per trade work well. And, accordingly, with the bot we could open any currency pair that is good movement. Right now, basically, the whole market is like this, and we can trade calmly everywhere. Once again, 15 seconds per candle and 1 minute per trade. This is the perfect combo for people who want to earn money quickly. And lately, the time left is from 5 to 10 minutes. The booster will only support a 5 minute time frame. And I'll also explain who the 10 minute self-analysis is suitable for. Let's move on to this time frame. To open a trade on 5 minutes, of course, we can do an analysis. Let's do that. But it's not necessary. So, I look and choose the currency pairs with the lowest volume. But since financial news is coming out right now, the volumes are high everywhere. Okay, we're not upset about it. We choose the Euro to Swiss franc currency pair, select 5 minutes for the trade, and again place $1,000 on this trade. Next, I go to the booster bot and select the same currency pair and a 5 minute trade there as well. This is the perfect time for beginners who don't want to stay in the market. I get a sell signal and right from here. Let's just switch the candles and see what's happening. Yes, I'm opening a sell trade right from here. This timing forgives us for a lot of mistakes, just like the very first trade. If I had opened a 5 minute trade there, I would have been in profit. But since on the 1 minute and 3 minute charts, we need to choose entry points. On the 1 minute chart, picking the right entry point is most important. On the 3 minute chart, it's not as crucial, but as you saw in my video, it affects the trade's outcome. On the 5 minute chart, though, there's not much of a difference. Here, the entry points almost don't matter to us. And here, trading is pretty passive, whether it's independent trading on the 10 minute chart or trading with a bot on the 5 minute chart. This is really almost passive trading. Here we have a downward movement, so we simply open a trade in the direction of the trend. That's all we do. Then yes, sometimes we get these impulses, but even more so, we had a correction here. So, after this correction, we can go much lower. I suggest we watch this trade. In the meantime, I can say this, if you really want to earn passively and not have to watch the chart, then it's better to use 5 minutes per trade. That way, you can make a decent profit. For example, you might be riding public transport, doing your own thing, or watching some podcast. You just take the booster bot, use it to open a 5 minute trade. It does all the analysis for you, and all you need to do is select the same currency pair, set the trade for 5 minutes, and open the trade. That's all you need to do. Let's watch this trade. And as you can see, this trade closes in profit and brings me $900. 5 minutes. It's really almost passive income, and you can go about your business doing whatever you want. Here, entry points aren't as crucial, even though they're always important, and they do boost our productivity. But basically, they really help smooth out the rough edges. Specifically, the 5 minute time frame. So if you don't want to do heavy analysis, then use 5 minutes per trade. If you want to learn and improve, then use 3 minutes. If you're ready to trade really fast, then you can use 1 minute. Now you know which time frame is best to use. Be sure to write in the comments which time frame works for you. Reminder, I'll leave link to Booster Bot in description, link to our Telegram channel waiting you in description, and in pinned comment. Subscribe and start earning with our community. Since AITA is a community for traders, we have a lot of available tools that will help you increase your income. All the links are waiting for you in the description. With that, I'll say goodbye for now. Don't forget to leave a like, and see you soon!